So when you trim up here for 33s, you have to get rid of the washer reservoir that lives here. So I went to the junkyard today, and supposedly this reservoir out of a ZJ, which is a 98 and earlier Grand Cherokee, should fit here somehow. I noticed the previous owner's got a relay here for some lights, and maybe I can move this forward a little bit, but I'm gonna try and get that in there. Alright, so the connectors were supposed to be the same, I thought I read, but they're not, and I went to the parts store and they weren't really much help, and I didn't cut the old ones off when I got this off the ZJ. So this was the white connector. It looked like this, and it didn't go to this. The white connector was the front, and so if you do this, the brown wire is going to go to this side, and the black wire is going to go to this side, and that worked. And this is the rear one, and its connector looked like I don't know where it went, but I cut it off. But it was black, and this I don't think is right, so I'm going to swap these. The white stripe's going to go up to the top, and the solid black's going to go to the bottom. Alright, so this one was bugging me. I couldn't get the back to work. I could hear it going, but I wasn't sure if I had the polarity reversed or if it was just clogged. So I actually swapped it to the front one, which I knew was working, and it still didn't blow out the back. So I've got a restriction somewhere in the rear washer line, which is least of my concerns, but I would like to get my front going. So at this point I removed that relay from earlier, and let's see what I can do to get this thing in here. Alright, to make things easier, I took the battery out. Not the battery, the air cleaner. Wow, okay. So this bracket right here that holds this thingamabopper, it used to mount about that way, like an inch, but I drilled a new hole and I had to remove a second part of the bracket that was down here, and there was a pillow like cushion U-shaped thing here. I removed it, and now we just have one tab going to a rubber thing. I had to trim I had to trim this off. There was an equivalent to this, but on the bottom I had to trim off, and I think when I did, I might have nicked a little hole, because now I have a small drip, which means I'll lose about a ½ inch of fill, I think, which I can live with that. Next time I have it out, I do have a Harbor Freight plastic welder, and I can just seal it up, but kind of over this today, so I'll just let it leak down, and hopefully my air filter will fit. I think it will. So we'll come back to that. Over here I just used a self-tapper. I did heat up and push with my heat gun, and I tried to clearance these brake lines a little bit. The back one is actually touching, but that front one I did get to clear. So this is all hooked back up, and let's see if we can get that air filter back in. Alright, so I had to use my heat gun, and I had to clearance that a little bit, and it is still tight. I can't even, I suppose if I really tried I could get this bail on right here. So I got 3 out of the 4 bails. Maybe I'll go to a cold air intake or something eventually. As a matter of fact, that is part of the long-term plan. So this was kind of a pain in the ass. But I got through it. This is the part on this, I don't know what this thing is, purge valve, I don't know what it is, but I eliminated this little pillow cushion thing here, and there's 2 in the system, and so it still has 1. See if you can see. I don't know if you can see. I'm getting a bad glare off the phone on my side, but there's still 1 in there. And air cleaner's back in. So let's see if these work. Find my keys. Moment of glory, moment of truth, whatever. Alright. Back in business. I forgot to hit stop. So I did lose some footage. I don't know what happened. I think I was on camera mode and I wanted to be in video mode. What's that noise? Huh. But yeah, ZJ washer bottle in a WJ, because we had to do this. Bonus footage. Father's Day present, a day early. Had to take all my gear out. Yes, I carry a cutting board. Future project.